It is the best of Vic's Kickback, episode 3. Man, we got family up in the building for sure, for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got the big dog Chef Shafino up in here. You know what I'm saying? We got my man Vic up in here, and of course I'm up in here as well. What's going on, family? Y'all talk to me. What's good, man?
What's going?
Peace, love, and light to everybody within the sound of my voice. Was good.
Man, listen, y'all. I'm gonna just drop this clip. All right, it's long overdue. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I know once I drop the clip, we might get invaded by a lady presence. You know what I mean? So let me just drop the clip, and then once I drop it, I know she's probably gonna be like, she's probably just gonna jump in here automatically on her own. But yeah, let me get to this clip, y'all. All right. Fair use as always. All right, fair use. Let me share my screen. Okay, drop my fair use banner. And let's get right into it.
Put you in 3 categories. One of 3 categories. He puts you either in the freak category, we're gonna smash, and I'm gonna digmatize you, and I'm gonna get asthmatized. We're gonna do. And then, or he puts you in the friend category. Well, we can hang out with my home girl, but we ain't, I might have wanted to hit it, but I don't want to hit it no more. That's my partner. Or he puts you in the forever category. Now, here's where people get it twisted about the forever category. It doesn't mean you're going to be his wife. He just knows you're going to be somebody's wife. He puts
right now.
Is that you have the characteristics of someone's wife.
Lord.
Now, I have to determine if you're going to be my wife.
Dig that.
Put you in 3 categories. One of 3 categories. He puts you either in the freak category, we're going to smash, and digmatize you, and I'm going to get asthmatized. We're going to do. And then, or he puts you in the friend category. Well, we can hang out with my home girl, I might have wanted to hit it, but I don't want to hit it no more. That's my partner. Or he puts you in the forever category. Now, here's where people get it twisted about the forever category. It doesn't mean you're going to be his wife. He just knows you're going to be somebody's wife. What he says is that you have the characteristics of someone's wife.
Lord.
Now, I have to determine if you're going to be my wife.
Ooh-wee. Just got real up in here.
Yo, you may want to run that one back one more time just to.
Quite
honestly, he dropped something, and I think it's important for us to understand the nuance behind what he's saying. You may want to just give it one quick run back since it's short.
Okay, hold on, family. Let me bring it back. Let me bring it back up. Because I just had it too. Where is it at? Hold on. Is it this one? I got it. There you go. All right, let's run it back one more time, y'all. Let's run it back one more time. Man.
Call it out when you see it,
Jeez. I can't believe he said that.
Nah, you cooking.
Put you in 3 categories. One of 3 categories. He puts you either in the freak category, we're going to smash, and I'm going to digmatize you, and I'm going to get asthmatized. We're going to do. And then, or he puts you in the friend category. Well, we can hang out with my home girl, but we ain't, I might have wanted to hit it, but I don't want to hit it no more. That's my partner. Or he puts you in the forever category. Now, here's where people get it twisted about the forever category. It doesn't mean you're going to be his wife. He just knows you're going to be somebody's wife. What he says is that you have the characteristics of someone's wife.
Lord.
Now, I have to determine if you're going to be my wife.
That ain't right. That ain't right. Go ahead, big dog and Bill. Go ahead.
Damn James Harden, that bitch he cooking.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you this. What up? What up? So what he's doing is he's not speaking to what is right or what is wrong or what is morally attached to what folks are doing or what they consider. What he's talking about is actual fact. What he's doing is he's giving you the black male National Geographic version. You understand? Black male National Geographic version of what men perceive. What he stated was the man, you know, there's the forever one, right? What that woman is, that's the ultimate compliment, by the way. The forever, there's men that literally will tell, you know, will not mess with you because they know that you are so much of a good woman that either one, their righteousness and love of God will prevent them from being a F-boy to that woman. Two, they feel within themselves that this person is so naive, innocent, pure, and good that they don't want to sully that person with a negative situation, knowing that I'm not ready to settle. And then there's the other piece. You ever notice when during the drafts of different professional leagues, baseball, football, basketball, there are times when certain teams will not actually want a particular player in the draft, but they came up and was able to get that particular player in the first round, the second round, but they didn't need him. A lot of times, if they have cap space, they'll take that player just so the competition doesn't get better.
Facts.
Okay. So when it comes to this dating thing, sometimes dudes will pick that particular person. The forever girl is also the one that the fellas may consider old reliable. Then, you know, when I say old reliable, not old, but the thing is they can trust, they have so much trust in that person and their goodness that they know that that person may actually be better than them in some sort of way. And what they'll do is they may end up lying because they love that person so much, or they know how much that person can positively impact their life when that nigga's tired of playing games. So I understand what that guy was saying. It's just, I believe that some of our sisters, they don't like it. It doesn't sound good. It's not something that they can wrap their heads around because, you know, it almost takes the control away from them, and we end up having that control.
Vic, what you got on this, big dog?
So, I'm thinking. What was his overarching point? Put in the clip notes, okay?
I think that his overarching point was pretty much understanding how we view women and how we move based on the way that we perceive what type of woman she is, because he was able to categorize them. He said the forever woman. Now, that particular term was not one that I normally use. I call it old reliable, right? But that forever woman, that's the woman that you know she's going to be a good wife to anybody. It's like a franchise player. The 90s Jordan, the late 80s and 90s Jordan, right? He was going to be a killer for anybody. He may not have killed as hard, you know, without Pippen or another strong, you know, power forward behind him. However, he was that dude. He's the dude that everybody, right? So at this point, when we recognize somebody is a certain way and they hold a certain place within our consciousness, then we know and we can believe That's the ultimate compliment. For somebody to call this chick a forever woman, what they're saying is, yo, you are the optimum goal for anybody. Poor dude, middle income dude, wealthy dude, uber wealthy dude. You are the ultimate wife. You are the table. You know what they say? Table. You know, so he was actually giving a compliment to a particular type of woman. That forever woman, that's the one where you be like, yo, I got to take her off the market. Unfortunately, those forever women sometimes get cheated on because the guy wants to take her off the market for when he's tired of playing games.
He don't want to be a player no more, but he don't need that to go into effect until a little bit later.
Bang bang. Yeah. He's setting up his retirement.
You know what?
The forever woman is the 401. That's your emotional 401k.
You know what? That's interesting. That's a hell of an analogy that you use. And thank you for putting the clip in the context for me. Because he said a lot. And I had a hard time, compartmentalizing all of that, but he did half of the job for us, which is putting them in the categories. Friend, freak, and forever. Those are the three categories that he came up with.
Right, and we know about the friends and the freaks.
So your friends can be the freaks, you understand? But at the end of the day, the freak doesn't necessarily have a long lifespan. She doesn't. Her value can be quantified. So when she stopped serving her purpose, yeah, I get at you, my nigga. When she stopped serving her purpose, then her value ceases to hold the same weight. So when she decides she wants to be more than the freak, when she decides she wants to be the forever girl, working up to the main girl, then we don't have the same ideas about your position in this team. I think men kind of put women in those categories according to how they are emotionally attached to them. And a lot of the women agree with the position that they're in, but a lot of them don't understand what position that they're in. So I think that that's just more about the communication and the honesty of the man. I give credit to men who are what they call Macs. A Mac gonna tell you what it is and make it sound so good that you accept it. But a player just gonna sell it to you by any means necessary. With a lie, the truth don't matter. A misdirection, manipulation, that's what a player is. Player just get the outcome he want by any means. A Mac is just gonna tell you what the truth is and just make that shit still go down smooth as butter. And you're gonna be like, damn, I signed up for that shit. Damn, I read the terms and agreements and somehow I missed that. And the friend is somebody who you actually value, and the way he expressed it is someone who has basically gone past that window where the opportunity for you to be more has expired. They've seen you in such positions or basically given up on the idea of you being more than what you already are. And every now and then you can redeem yourself from the friend zone, or you can redeem a young lady from the friend zone, but that's a tall task. That's a tall task. People who are in the friend zone are generally there for a reason. Those people have already quantified your worth as as not necessarily being interested in that way. So even though you might have a high value as a friend, as a lover, the value may not be as much, and you might not be, you might not fare as well in any other category. So you might want to stay put, because that may be, your exit. That said, the freak can be upgraded. The freak can be upgraded because it's all about her aspirations. Does she want to be more? Does she have other qualities that she can convince that man that her value is greater than the way that she's presenting herself? Because a freak is not a hoe. A freak is just somebody who's all in for you sexually. You understand? The only thing that makes her a freak is that she don't have a boundary to where she'll tell you no. That's what makes a freak. Freak say, whatever you say, whatever you like, bark like a dog, a big dog. That's a freak. You understand what I'm saying? And freaks have a value and appreciation the same way hoes do. They serve a purpose.
She's all right. She's all right. That girl's all right with me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Listen, bro. Hey, there's a reason why that's a #1 hit. And it ain't gonna never die. Because niggas understand that she's all right with me. She's all right. I don't feel like I need to disrespect her. She has a position. She don't need to be upgraded. So with that said, man, the only problem really lies when people try to change categories. When you try to change categories, once you've already been categorized or categorized yourself, showing that these are your qualities, then now trying to convince that nigga that you somebody else is, that's a tall task. He's seeing you in your true colors.
I know we got a female counterpart that definitely just put an LO on the back, so I already know what time it is. Let me give her an introduction, and I already know she's gonna light this place on fire, so here she come, y'all.
The lords of Westeros are sheep. Are you a sheep? No. You're a dragon. Be a dragon.
Here she is.
Here we go. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I need to give y'all a compliment first. I really like how you have parceled out in such a respectful way how y'all take good women and fold them girls up and put them away like trash you might need tomorrow. I love that. It's such an endearing moment between men. I couldn't even interrupt at that point. I just had to let y'all keep talking. I had to let y'all keep going. But now that I'm here, let me understand something. Let me understand something. This 401k emotional plan. Mm-hmm. If this was your daughter. Okay, if this was your daughter, would you feel the same? I just need to know from the fellas.
So since I was the one that brought up that 401k piece, right? And I'm gonna look you in the eyes and speak to it. So I'll say this: and this is important. That's why I stated it the way that I did. If you understand that when a man, it could be a great man, a righteous man, a up and coming righteous man who's trying to get himself right. Excuse me. Okay. And if you even take a F-boy, the woman that is considered the 401k, the what that dude called the forever wife, that is the greatest compliment that you can ever receive. Remember, that person believes that you will be the perfect wife for anybody. And because he's not sure about if he'll be able to find another one like you, that's why he keeps you around. Because he knows somebody else who is not in the F-boy situation, who's not an up-and-coming righteous man. He recognizes that somebody wiser than him is going to snatch you out of the wifey draft. You understand? And he doesn't want that. So a lot of times the people that are considered F-boys, what it is they saw the greatness in a particular woman, but they were not finished playing. But they knew this was the goal. But it's like, you know, there's guys that be like, yo, I'm gonna work, I'm gonna start making 50 grand a year, then go to 100, then go to 650, then go to $1 million a year so that I can get a Beyonce, right? But then what if they meet the Beyonce who kind of likes them when he's only at 30, 40 grand? He's going to keep her as long as he can and try to build himself up. So when we talk that 401k, that's life. That's retirement. That's all of the wealth that you've built within your life that you're willing to have and share with this woman. So she is life. She is the one till I die. That 401k when you retire, that's going to be the thing, because there ain't no more Social Security. They screwed that up. That's what you have left for life. So what they're saying, and when they call you the 401k, that means that you are the queen. You are the one. You are the perfect end piece or capstone or cornerstone, you know, to anybody. So it is a compliment. So when I see an F-boy, a hood dirty dude, look at my daughter this way, I still may not want him to be with my daughter. But I respect the fact and respect him and know, yeah, nigga, you know, she's that good. That's a compliment. Right. It's a compliment.
Well, you know what? And I'm only going to give you a little pushback because one, it's my nature. Two, yeah,
I seen you with Mr. Sebastian.
I need to understand. Okay, so as it stands right now, the average man is looking to not be a fuckboy when he has gotten his heart broken and he feels like either a chick gonna get on my program or not, or when he's at least 50 to 55 and he's done playing. And that's on a good day. I see people closer to 60 still in that player mentality, right? So when you say that this woman is the one I can retire on, what that kind of signals to me is you ain't good enough for me to hold down in life. But when I need somebody to take care of me when I'm at my worst and I can't really do much in life and I got more years behind me than in front of me, oh, you good enough to serve me then, but not now. No, I don't want you now. And like my father used to say, a nigga will waste your time till you die. And I like that. That's just him. But can you explain that, sir?
Yes, ma'am. So the one thing that I would say is that there's a wee bit of misconception in terms of the way you were stating, where you were stating as though the guy will not, he'll be basically giving her nothing, right? During that time until he gets ready to stop playing. That's not what happens. That is not what happens to the forever wife category girls that are all reliable. You make sure they're taken care of. You make sure you protect them. those are the ones that the F boys will fight their hardest to make sure they're just the F boys. It doesn't mean they're not doing for that woman. We're just talking about them and their, you know, the things that they do outside of the confines of that particular relationship. You
Doing for her how? Wait a minute.
Okay, so watch this. There's a guy that he's out there, he's in the dating scene, and he meets several girls. He makes money, he makes a good amount of money, 6 figures, 6-pack, 6 feet tall, all of that good stuff. And he meets several women, but he's just come into his financial wherewithal where he's just experiencing it. He's in his late 20s. You good, Vic? Yo, Vic, right? He's in his late 20s, early 30s. And he's just getting a taste of his wealth and that feeling, that Diddy feeling, right? Everybody, all dudes, when you made the most money that you ever made, you get that little Diddy feeling like, whoo.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, he wants to see how he is on the dating scene. But he's already met a woman that is almost the pinnacle of the type of woman that people will want.
Ooh, you might be cooking.
He still wants to learn. So he's going to take care of her. He's going to take her out on the dates. He's going to give her the gifts. He's going to go to her mama's house when he don't go to none of the other chicks' mama's house. He's going to be at an event. He's going to do those things. But he may still dibble and dabble in the hood. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that. Wait. I'm not saying that's what I do. I'm not saying that is correct or ethical behavior. We're just speaking National Geographic style in terms of
what it is,
nature and how it works. So what it is that those chicks he dibble and dabble with, he's going to have his fun, get what he can get, and get the hell on.
Mm-hmm.
The forever wife person, the old reliable, he's going to give them everything. She's going to be the mother of his house. She's the person that he already feels that degree of trust. You get me?
She getting wifey treatment.
Well, no, wait a minute, hold on. Y'all saying that. Y'all are saying this, but I don't know one woman, not one in my entire life, that is being taken care of by a quote unquote friend that really ain't a friend, that's waiting till a good time. Meanwhile, she isn't supposed to wait. She's supposed to be with another guy, and that doesn't cause problems on that. And, then it kind of spirals into so many other things. I don't see this in on the ground. Like, I hear what you're saying, right? In terms of maybe how people feel, but in reality, it just kind of sounds to me as a woman who time is not ever on my side, that like this person doesn't respect me. It doesn't sound like a compliment. No offense, but it doesn't sound like a compliment. It sounds like what they say, the men that will waste your time. Like, that's what it sounds like. Because if you acknowledge that you're not where you're supposed to be, right? If you acknowledge that I'm the type of woman that was put with you at that time to basically be your helpmate, and you don't want that because you're so sexually driven, and you didn't wait somebody when you in an emergency room. I mean, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Okay. So look, I done seen you on Mr. Best Show already, right? So I know how you get down. So I'm coming to you with this piece. You fail to capture the piece that I said. Right now, what you're doing is focusing on the fuckboy dynamic of it. I literally stated the forever wife, aka old reliable. She is the ultimate of all types. The good guys, the righteous guys, the up and coming guys, and the F boys. I'm just speaking to why the F boys, while they still effing around, why they would still F with that particular type of woman, because they know a bird in hand is worth two in the bush.
Two in the
bush.
You
know what I'm saying? Which means that they're like, shit, I already got this right here. Let me go put this in the garage and I'm gonna drive them other ones right now. Okay, it's not a compliment when we refer to the F boy, because it's not going to be a compliment, because part of the way relationships work, women, no matter who they are and who they're with, they want to elicit a certain amount of change and impact on a man's life. They want to feel like that she is important to that man, that she can do something for them. All right. Then when I was in college, a chick came to my apartment. I had a basement apartment at my mom's house, and there was a chick came through, and they was like, "Damn, it's like you keep your stuff so nice." Mind you, I had my little sister, a teenager. I would give her a little allowance to clean my apartment for me, right? But they was like, "Damn, it's like I can't even come here and clean your room up. It's like you don't need me, and you know how to cook, and you do this and you do that, and blah blah blah. Damn, you don't even need me." Women require being needed. That's part of the nesting essence of women, right? They talk about the nesting phase. You're dealing with a dude in college, his room is screwed up. You come to kick it with your boyfriend. What you end up doing? You start cleaning up his stuff, washing some of the dishes. It's natural. It's part of the nesting phase. The guys be like, yo, you can have a crib, but it ain't a home until you have a woman there, right? So the whole point is, it may seem crazy because you're looking at it as, how can this dude be respecting who I am when he's smashing other people? What I'm saying is that he respects who you are and he understands your greatness. But what he's doing is he knows that you're so great, but he also knows that he's so weak that he wants to keep you off the market from them, so that when he is able to overcome his weakness, that he has a great one, so that you don't be the one that got away.
Put your ass in the freezer. Fuck you mean?
Okay. I just be wanting to know what be happening to these women while they waiting on these men. Because I know what you're saying about the fuckboy.
Y'all freeze eggs, we freeze quality women.
I get what you're saying about, essentially men buying time. That's what they're doing. They're buying time. They're putting a placeholder on her. However, her life on placeholder is actually more detrimental to her. One, because she has no time to put anything on hold. She does not. Every year, every month, every day, she's losing estrogen, she's losing eggs, she's losing hair. I mean, she's losing a whole health is setting in with each and every year, even from 21 years old. She's getting older. I remember my 30th birthday, I woke up and was like, what is that feeling in my back? Like, seriously. So, I'm just saying, and I don't think, the fuckboys are the only ones that put women in placeholder positions in their life. I don't think it's just them. I think there's men that do that are not the total fuck ups, but men have a tendency to do that because, like you said, when I get money, I want to experience basically the lusty part of myself, period, because that's what I want to feel like a king. And then when nobody sees me as a king, now I want somebody to see me as at least a husband. I get the feeling, right? But it almost is akin to how women feel. I want to do what I want to do, but in the end, there's going to be a prince just waiting on me. And it's like, no, that's not how reality is set up. And a lot of times,
we learned it from y'all. Remember, women are able to.
Maybe women taught men that there's going to be a woman waiting on you. Maybe women taught men that all of y'all going to find a forever woman. Maybe women taught y'all that you need to play the time game.
City boys up.
That's not what I was saying. See, but I like the way you flipped it. You got skills, yo. So watch this. She reverse pickpocketed me and shit, right? So look, what I'm stating is this. It's not. Oh damn! You just tripped me up with that one, man. That Oshun, yeah, I got you.
I'm feeling that shit, right?
So literally, it's not about making the men wait. It's not about just the F boys. I mentioned several different tiers of men, and I literally stated that all of those men, right, Vic? I say that all of those men consider her at the top. The guys that are ready to make it happen, the wealthy guys that are at that point in their life, they're gonna snatch her off the market. Period.
You think so?
And as you go,
Guaranteed.
And once they recognize, it's not everybody, but that particular type of women, and there's certain men that have done it, right? They'll snatch them off the market and take them. That'll be theirs.
That's
What
true
percent-
market value.
What percentage of men is getting married and doing what you just said? What percentage of men in America? Let's just say America.
When you
Don't
say-
go stats with it, bro. It's a fail. Don't do it.
Right, but wait, you're saying what percentage of men do that? I can't.
Yeah,
Okay, so now, you know, I'm into the science and I'm into the mathematics. So I'll definitely tell you, I'm not going to be able to give you a percentage of fuckboys that, you know, are holding women, right? But I can guarantee if I was to get 20, 30 women on a panel and they can tell you about the negative relationships they had with fuckboys, right? Those same women will talk about how great they are and talk about how much he screwed up and he didn't allow me. Why did he have to just keep me there? Why didn't he just, you have women say, why didn't he just let me go? Why did he just keep me tied in? The answer is because you're a good woman. Unfortunately, good people, this is going to sound messed up, make the perfect victims within certain situations, especially when confronted with somebody that is not of moral, righteous character, right? It happens. It's the good people become the victims. The good people become the martyrs, you know?
Oh, it has been.
The good people literally are the people that bad people wish to be around and gain their energy. When I was a young kid growing up in Brooklyn, I ain't gonna say too much, in the streets of Brooklyn, New York, and when I grew up, there was a lot of gangsters. There was a lot of hood fellas. I went to high school with them and all of that. What was funny was that I was protected. And what was crazy is when there were certain times where the gangsters and the killers and whatever, when they wanted to go have fun, they would pull up in their Benz, their Lexus, their convertible, or this or that, and come and pick me to square up. You know, this is early on. Because I was somebody that they felt, people deal with certain things in their lives. They want to be around positivity. They want to be around goodness. And I didn't understand what it was. And there was times when I was younger, 16, 17, you know, the hood nigga, he would be like, all right, yo, pup, I got to drop you off, man. I'm a roll. Like, nah, this ain't for you. I'm going to drop you off. That's what sometimes the F-boy, it's not something, I want you to understand this, Ms. Oshun. I don't believe that it's about men wanting you to accept or me wanting you to accept the fact that a man is going to have you in his life and not be totally, you know, loyal to you when it comes to, you know, monogamy and all of that stuff. I'm not saying for you to accept it. I'm just speaking to what makes some of these men make moves that they make. And I believe that it's more of a compliment to you internal within them, where they're like, yo, man, this is a good girl, man. Fuck. I can't do such and such. I can't take her here. I can't. Yeah, I'm going to put this suit on. I'm going to put a tie on when I go because we having dinner at her mama's house. And all of these things, they're willing to do things with you, for you, and hide things from you that they would not do to another chick. The forever wife, when they get pulled over in the car, he's not going to put that bag of dope and tell her to put it in your purse. He ain't going to give her the pistol and say, yo, hide this under your lap. This is the forever girl. She's the perfect. She's the good one. You feel me? She's the good eagle. So you're not even going to put her in that position. Unfortunately, you see what I'm saying? It's like It's like dealing with watch this. It's like the way that watch this. If let's make believe I'm an F boy. The way I treat Ashley Banks, right? Mm-hmm. The way I treat Ashley Banks ain't gonna be the way I treat Sexy Red.
Okay.
You feel where I'm coming from?
Okay.
So it has to do with your tier as a woman. We're not talking about right and wrong. It's just how certain men look. You get me?
Now, what would be your advice to these good women that keep running into all these men in different tiers that feel like that? What is your advice to these forever wives that are not wives, but somehow men think they wives?
Well, the first advice I would be is to say to subscribe to Chef Chupino's channel and send $100 cash app every week. But the next piece, what I would say is this: you got to understand that if we believe in a higher power, a creator, be it God, be it Allah, Vishnu, whatever you want, right? We recognize within those religions that a basic man has the ability to change and become somebody else. Here's the thing. That person that you are, even when that F-boy has his biblical or righteousness epiphany and he changes and he knows it's time to change, you're there and you're going to have a better him, but he's already appreciated you from the beginning.
What if he gets that epiphany and he's 52 and you're 51?
Shit, you already screwed anyway. You were over the wall. You heard Cable 7. So it's like, I mean,
so you would definitely say, don't wait. You would definitely say, don't wait on these niggas. Wait with these niggas. Attempt to build with these niggas because your time is a precious resource.
Nah, I'm not gonna tell you what move to make specific to each of these niggas because they're all different types of niggas. But what I'm stating to you, for you to recognize, you understand that if you have vinegar is good on the salad with some oil and it's yummy and make a vinaigrette. But then you also know if you put vinegar with baking soda, it's going to cause an explosion, right? So you understand what each of those variables impact, each of those variables, all of the things that each of those variables contain, so that you can make an educated choice in terms of if you're going to deal with him or not. But the thing is, there's women that deal with poor guys, okay? Yo, Vic, right? There's people that deal with poor guys, and then there's people that deal with rich guys, and there's people that deal with whoever. But the thing is, what has to be a synonymous constant with each of those pieces is the fact that that man loves and cherishes that woman in a certain way where it's almost, he pedestalizes her emotionally. She's not going to win unless she gets that from each of those dudes. And the dudes that don't give her that or don't make her feel like that, guess what? Then that's for her to make that decision. You get what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying. Vic, check the back check. But I see what you're saying. And I like the fact that you're acknowledging that those sorts of women are out here, no matter where you find them, they are out here. I got you. I just, as a woman, I just really, I'm just super sensitive about my time being wasted and, you know, what that means for me because I have one life to live and stuff like that. Do you really believe that men need, or let's say it's natural for a man to get money and his thought is, let me waste my time and on frivolous things and people, as well as potentially create children I don't want with people I don't want, in situations I don't want to be in, only to most likely do just that and then have to crawl back to a woman that he feels is perfect? Do you think that's natural for a man to do?
Wait, I'm gonna just catch something you said at the end. You said to crawl back to a woman. That's what?
Yeah, that they feel is perfect. Mm-hmm.
So you're calling it crawling back, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not crawling back. There's certain. Okay,
you want tiptoe back. Tiptoe back.
No. I get what you're saying. You can't change it now. No backseats. Right? So here's the thing. Women speak to aspects of a man's growth and knowledge, and we sometimes as men get shamed for some of our what's the best way to say it? Some of our carnal pleasures, right? Some of our carnal pleasures and exploits. We get blamed for it. However, our previous carnal exploits and pleasures are the things that make us what women now call a good lover. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's that
That's a
experience.
fact.
That experience, those experiences make us a good lover, right? So now, when we come to a situation with a woman, you talk about crawling back. It's not crawling back. She is home. That woman that's considered forever, she is home. She is the safety net, okay? Do you realize that? You want to know? Now we're about to get real biblical.
Mm-hmm.
Christians know that Jesus is the light. God is the light. Muslims know that Allah is the light, okay, and their eternal salvation. They can go to mosque and do salah, you know what I mean, a few times a day. Christians can go to church Sunday, go for youth ministry on Thursday, and Sunday school and all of that stuff. And we recognize that we are only vessels that are attempting to be as righteous as our creators, our deity.
Mm-hmm.
But we know we're sinners. So you get motherfuckers that will go, they'll blow, hoe, flow, spend dough, do every kind of thing during the week, and then go and rinse their sins off on a Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
They understand that God is the truth, the way, and the light.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Still recognizing that we are fallible human beings that were based in sin. We recognize that, I'm trying to get to that point, and I pray I will get to that point before I die, but I know that's my God.
Okay. Well, I like that. I really do, because see, having a religious background does shape one's mind to look into the future of things and seeing how their actions will affect the future. That is a great point that you brought up. I'm not Christian, and I'm not Muslim, but I appreciate Christianity and Islam. Now, to that point, as we know, marriages are breaking up because of so many things, right? One of those things is being like the boredom people kind of get. Maybe this is like 3 or 4 down the line in terms after the reasons for divorce, but sexually, sometimes when a man is really experienced and he has a certain appetite and he meets a good girl that haven't had said experience, and he introduces that into the bedroom, and she can't, like, everybody think a man teaches a woman everything. It's like at some point, some people just don't have the want to do certain things that other people may have a lust for. Now, at that point, now you have marital issues, serious marital issues, because it would be the same vice versa in terms of a woman having all this experience, and then when she comes to a regular guy that wants his regular sex, it's just making the relationship horrible. What I'm getting at is this: looking into the future, and men, y'all are the leaders, y'all are godlike, you were the first here and will be the last, because y'all are the alphas and omegas, and you know every goddamn thing. Would you not know that if you do certain things, right, it's going to have a direct effect on your future relationships? Why is it that as the logical creatures that you are, somehow most of y'all, not all, most of y'all just don't seem to see the light?
Common sense is not common.
Oh, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Y'all are logical.
You're saying most of y'all, right? And when I say common sense is not common, we have to recognize that everybody does not maintain the identical temperament as others. Many people don't maintain the same degree of knowledge as others. You follow? So the thing is, it's up to us in terms of who we bet. That's why, forget the Fogo de Chow's, the Salt Bay restaurants, all of the Mr. Chow's and all of this. Nah, that's why those walks in the park make a difference. That's why those coffee dates without $400, $500, $600 on the table make a difference. The walks in the park, the coffee dates, the ice cream dates, the phone calls, the conversations, because that's how you're able to actually build your dossier or your file of understanding of who that person is and what you believe that they deserve. Everybody does not earn the same type of treatment, unfortunately. And one of the biggest problems is people take certain types of treatment as the new status quo, okay? Where somebody who really thought a particular woman was that one, and he was so enthralled by her that he takes her on an $800-900 first date.
Mm-hmm.
But then other people start to think and believe that that is the norm. No, maybe she earned it. Now that you saw it, you want it, and you're utilizing that as a baseline for how you're supposed to be treated. Okay? But the thing is, your treatment is generated by virtue of who you are, your behavior, and what you've earned emotionally from that person. And if they don't give it, that means that either one, you have not earned that, or two, they're too dumb to recognize how great you are. And then either, you see what I'm saying?
I like how you think.
Yeah, it's about us, not just saying what we want, but understanding the people we want it from.
Mm-hmm. Okay, because I was gonna ask. You know me. I was gonna ask what the
Filipino, y'all.
Huh?
This the real chef. This my OG right here. So you know what I'm saying. If you heard something like that, you know what I'm saying. That's probably the origin.
Well, you know what? It's so interesting because you put it between two things. Either they recognize it or they too dumb to recognize it. I'll be honest with you. With two choices, you're looking at the vast majority of the human population in one, and you know which one I'm talking about.
That's why you must vet and pick well, because it's a bunch of swine that you casting pearls to.
Don't nobody know how to vet.
Shit, it's easy. You was taught those things as a child.
Where the rule book at?
Look, as a child, you was taught what you was taught. Be kind and courteous. Treat others how you want to be treated. If a motherfucker can't do that for you out the gate,
that's not what I was taught. I was taught girls are made of sugar and spice and everything nice, and boys are made of snakes, snails, and puppy dog tails. And that was by my father. That's what I was taught.
That was by Dr. Seuss. God damn it! So.
So when you say, well, you're taught in the guidebook, life don't come with no guides. That's what I'm saying. Don't nobody know how to really vet. You ask everybody, well, what is vetting to you? Everybody gonna give you a different answer, and some people gonna say the animal hospital. Seriously. So what are we talking about?
That's a problem. That's a problem with their leadership and their guidance.
80% of the population, sir.
Yeah, but
so what?
You're gonna speak to the person. You're gonna speak to the
people who are financially illiterate. Which is the biggest problem in most relationships, finances. Wouldn't you think that'd be a focal point? If that should be taught in school? If America thought the nuclear family was important enough to affect the quality of life of the average American, wouldn't you think that would be something that should be taught in school? Financial literacy, seeing as how that's the primary reason for most divorces.
it was taught back when I was in elementary school. It was, but for whatever reasons, councils got together and took it out and said, you know what, let their parents do that. And to a degree, I kind of understand, and then to another degree, I'm a little sour. However, okay, when you talk about people being financially illiterate, and 80% of all human beings are not financially literate, and a sudden bill of $600 to $1,000 would send them all into the poorhouse, like immediately. Who you telling me only 20% of the population doing that on dates? Let me be honest with you. If this is what's happening on the ground, because people feel like, well, I just want to go on a date with someone, somebody lying. If you can shell out $600 a month for a date, but if $600 came out your bank account, you ain't know where it came from or where it went to, and that would like totally destroy you on 2-3 bills, I need somebody to explain the numbers to me, and I mean immediately. So somebody
niggas is fronting. They ain't doing as good as they profess to be, and people finding that shit out the hard way 3-4 dates in.
Oh, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Listen. I don't go on cheap dates, and the most a date ever cost me or anybody I've been on was $123. Okay, and you don't even want to know what I had bought for $123. Okay, it was a waste.
How much it cost to go to Fogo show?
Anyway,
per person, how much it cost to go to Fogo show?
I don't know, because somebody had paid.
Chef right here. Tell you. Me and Chef finished Fogo. He gonna tell you.
Go ahead. How much is it?
At bare minimum, about $80 a person, right?
$80.
And that's being cheap.
It's $80
without being a big tipper. So just imagine if I'm taking my forever girl to Fogo for the first time. Not only is we gonna spend that goddamn $160, I'm gonna have to drop about another $40-50. Nigga, we 200 before we leave out that motherfucker.
First off, okay, you do not take no random person to Fogo de Chao, because now you are stunting. Do you know what the word stunting means?
You the forever girl, ain't you?
No. I said you are stunting. I didn't say what I was. I said you are stunting. If you take a random woman.
If you my forever girl, then it ain't stunting.
Okay, I'm your forever girl, but you got a girlfriend, like Chef said, that you fucking on and shit. But you taking me to Fogo de Chao, and you taking her wherever. Listen, y'all rich ass niggas is in the 50 percentile, 50K percentile, but y'all got a lot of money for everything. Like, listen, somebody lying. Okay, what I'm saying to you is this: if you gonna take somebody to Fogo de Chao, it should be somebody that you actually care about, and somebody you actually are in a relationship with, not friends with benefits, not chicks that you know you just trying to impress, not random people that you just met. Like, seriously. Now, I have eaten at a Fogo de Chao, but I was a business meet. I didn't know it was $80. If that was the case, I would have told that man to fix me a doggy bag for all that. But $80, I'm taking some of that home. But they didn't allow me, and I thought it was cheap because they didn't allow me. But now that you told me, I ain't never going there again. So this is where we at. All I'm saying to you is this: y'all are using the term forever woman, and it feels nice to hear it. But when I think about the reality of it, it just sounds like you're going to be alone for a long time as a woman, waiting on a man to get his emotional self together. And then when he finally do, you're going to have health problems, or you might be in a situationship that you can't get out of, which is the worst kind to be in, or he might matter. He can't get out of.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
My forever girl don't give a shit about what other chicks that I'm dealing with, cause she understand that I'm the nigga she want to ride out with, and that them other is temporary.
Who that woman? What's her name? She up here?
I'll tell you later.
Oh my God! Listen.
Her name is Miss O'Shea, not Oshun. Miss O'Shea.
Oh wow! Hold on, Fab. Look, don't give him no more. Don't give him no more. Look. All right, look. We landing right here. All right. And I wish I could have went live on this, but I know Vic is tired, so I mean he's had a long week and you gotta get up early. So look, y'all, look. This is the best of Vic's Kickback episode 3. All right, we're gonna do this again. We definitely gonna do this again. All right.
I think this is
You know what
the
I mean? And
teaser.
definitely, man, like and subscribe to all the content creators. What you saying, Big Dog? I'm sorry.
Mr. Best, I just want to say this. I believe that this particular one right now, I believe that this one is the perfect teaser to spark a greater conversation, because Ms. Oshun, I'm glad that we had that 25% of estrogen in the room and progesterone in the room, right? But
not 25%.
right, you know, it's three of us in uniform, right? So what I would say is, I believe that there should be a live stream part 2 where other sisters and other brothers can actually partake in this. So I believe this was more so a cornerstone conversation in terms of that topic. But I do believe that there's different types, because you may get fuckboys that want to come up and talk, you know, middle of the road guys and really righteous men. Then you'll also have sisters that, you know, understand, you know, because right now when Vic talks about those women that, you know, the forever wives that recognize the weakness within their men and they're willing to stick it out, you know, you may find some of those women that did. They might have went through cheating once or twice, but they stuck with the guy. And in the end, when he realized the greatness that God put before him, he changed, and he was forever grateful to his creator and to his mate for sticking around.
Oh Lord, he done brought the creator into it. Oh Lord. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we got to come back to this. Mm-hmm. He done brought the Lord into it. He brought the Lord.
We're gonna come back to this, y'all. All right. This is the best of Vic's Kickback episode 3. You know what I mean? Like and subscribe to all the content creators that you see up here. Chef Rapino, Victor Freeze Music, all right? Game of Dragons, Average at Best, all of Miss Oshun's content. You know what I mean? Embrace the Grace, Matey's Corner, Notorious Bonds Podcast, Knowledge and Relationships, Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana, Evolution Era Media, you know what I mean? Check out all these great content creators, all right? With that being said, let's salute to my man 100 Watts too. I gotta give him a shout out, man. It's
100
only
Watts.
Shout out to 100 Watts, man. You know what I mean? With that being said, y'all, we are out.